G'day guys, Steve with Broken Sprocket. In this video I'm going to replace the packing in this 2-stroke exhaust pipe, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Okay, the first job we need to do is remove the silencer from the bike. This is a fairly simple job. Once the silencer is removed from the bike, it's a simple thing of just taking out the bolts. One is already missing, but the 2 bolts here, and removing this inner piece to the outer piece. Normally you'll need a rubber mallet to hit here to take this apart, because the silicone will make it stick, but because this one is already broken loose, you won't need that. The actual inner core is broken on this bike. The inner core is broken, so this is going to be a real pain now. Okay, this packing is very oiled up. Lots of carbon would be in it. Don't know what that piece is, but I have to pull this off first. Give it a good clean, because this inner piece is broken, so I'll need to weld it back on. This has been on here that long that this has just basically became pure carbon stuck on here, so this is going to take quite a bit of work to get all of this off and give this baffle a good clean, because I need to re-weld it to where it's broken off, so this may take me a while. Okay, this was that overdue for a repacking on this pipe. This had stuck on the fiberglass matting, was so stuck on, it took me about half an hour to get it off, just scraping it piece by piece. So once you're at this stage, you need to get the wire brush and give it a good clean out, get these pores right up and open again so that they'll come through and into the new packing. I also need to re-weld this to here because it has broken off. So just give this a real good clean out. Okay, now that I have this cleaned, it's time to give this a weld up and get this back into place. Now that I've got this welded back on here, be sure to clean all the silicone that goes around the outer edge, and also the silicone and any debris or anything that is still stuck inside this aluminium piece here, to keep it nice and clean, get it ready for the new. Now, because I had to re-weld this baffle, I just made a pre-check to make sure that it's lining up to the hole. Otherwise, if it's slightly out, I'll never be able to get it back in, and it does fit in, so everything is right to go from here. So now we simply get our packing out of our packaging. This is a depth pipes matting, but it doesn't really matter what brand of matting you own. They will all do the same thing. They're all a fiberglass based matting. Once you have your matting laid out, this one here will, well, it doesn't even need to be cut. It's pretty much the exact size that it requires. So we just start to pack and roll it up very tight as you can. Okay, before you start to roll it, get some masking tape and have some strips ready to go, so once it's rolled up and compacted, you can quickly tape it up and hold that in place so that you can feed it into the silencer. And now we simply roll it up. Try and keep it as tight as you can. Also make sure it goes even. And now is when we get the tape and we just do a loop around it to hold it in place. And from here, we start to push it into the piece up in here so that it sits up nice and firm and tight. May take a little bit of pressure, a little bit of fiddling around, but make sure you get it all in. Okay, that piece is in there like so, and next we start to feed it into the silencer itself. Firstly, we make sure that you have this pipe coming out the right end. You don't want it the wrong way, otherwise when it goes to time to fit it on the bike, your exhaust pipe will be basically upside down. So come to the bike, check your mounting position, and this one goes this way up. So we start to feed into here. Now that you've got the packing inside, you just need to run a little bit of silicone sealer around this edge and give it that final push. You don't really need much silicone, just enough to seal it. So just run a little bead around the edge. Then just push it on a little bit hard. And replace the bolts. I'll need to get another bolt because one was missing. And a replacement bolt. I just have a little bit of wax and grease remover on a rag just to clean this excess silicone off and make it look fairly neat. Now that excess silicone's wiped off and is there like this, time to reinstall it on the bike. Okay, let's start it up and see what it sounds like. Much quieter. Okay, the bike is much quieter now. It was the loudest bike at the whole complex, but now it's much more acceptable. So hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.